Today we're going to be battling with the winds and heading up to the 10th annual Spring Fly-in in Willits, California. You're watching Aviate 68.
Aim for the orange dot, could land on the green dot, runway 27. Good turn, tail director. Keep the turn coming all the way around to the runway.
So the mission plan for today is going to go a little something like this. Jacob and I are going to take this 182 and fly it in formation with Kirk and my mom in the back seat in the PA-12. We were originally going to do this as a normal formation flight, but we found out that Kirk was having some radio trouble, so we would actually end up taking the communication role on the formation flight.
Yeah, 22.75 when airborne. Alright, ready for it?
Yep.
Air controls.
Did you hear a word he was saying?
Yeah.
Wow, I can't hear anything you was saying.
I mean, it's pretty rough, but you could barely decipher it. KUKI traffic, Scallion 501 Delta Sierra, flight of 2 is taxiing to runway 33, KUKI.
So you just said flight at 2 because we're hailing behind him?
Yeah. Well, in reality, this is kind of weird. We're handling the comms, the communications, and we're also flight lead in a way. It's just that he's taking off first because he's the slower airplane.
Gotcha.
If this was, you know, like a normal thing, we were both in the same airplane kind of thing, would be up front.
Right, usually the lead person's in the...
Yeah, lead person's in the front. So I can handle the radios on this one. You got everything else. If the winds are acting up out there, I'll do the landing, of course.
Yep. Sounds good.
Always be ready to do a go-around, especially today. And pretty much all I got. Let's just face that way. KUKI traffic, Scallion 501 Delta Sierra, flight of 2, holding short 33, KUKI. And straighten out the nose wheel. Yeah, 1 Delta Sierra is ready.
Okay, I'm taking off first and I'll go direct Willits.
Yep, very good. We'll just be on your right wing and we'll handle the comms.
And when we get to Willits, you land first, I'll come in behind you.
Okay. Traffic, Scallion 501 Delta Sierra, flight of 2 is taking off runway 33. Will be a straight out departure northwest. Turn out, KUKI. Line up as soon as he's rolling. Flare on the right. And just hold.
Let me know when to go.
Yep. I want to give him enough space to where if he has to abort, then... Alright, you can go. 1 Delta Sierra's rolling. Good rudder, get us back on center line. Watch your airspeed. There's 60, well before our abort point. Yep.
Wow, that's amazing how much quicker you lift off with that wind.
Yeah. So immediately start pulling it back. Get the prop back. Don't overspeed flaps. And you bring them up to 10 probably. Just make sure you got the speed first. So when we get a little bit closer, I'll take control and just kind of show you kind of the basics of flying in formation. And then I'll hand it back to you and you can give it a shot.
good.
But for now, just keep trying to catch us up. Let's go to 100. If you got the power for it. There you go. And start setting us up on the right side. So not directly behind them, but kind of offset to the right a bit.
Yeah, I've never taken off in that much wind before. I can't believe how quickly we got our airspeed.
This is looking good.
You want to start slowing down a little bit?
Just keep the power in for now. Okay, I'll take control.
Alright, your airplane?
I got the airplane, but just keep your hand on the stick and you can kind of feel what I'm doing. So, pretty much the goal with formation flying is to keep the airplane kind of in one spot on your window. So, when the airplane's moving, that's how you could tell if you're, faster, slower. I'm gonna put flaps 10. There we go. If the airplane is in one spot, but it's getting bigger, that means we're flying, towards them like that.
Gotcha.
So that's pretty much all I'm using to judge it there. So this would be what they call a right echelon formation, because you're kind of in an echelon. Side to side would be line abreast. If you ever hear someone say, go line abreast, that's what it is. But there's some problems associated with that. Mainly, you kind of lose some of your ability to reference the airplane looking when it's directly next to you.
You don't get the same amount of angle,
exactly.
the angle that helps you dimensionally.
Exactly. So it's really easy you're looking at the airplane, you fixate on it, and then you start going towards it.
Yeah.
Just like subconsciously, and that's a bad situation, So if you notice airplane's getting really big, you gotta be able to pull out and break away. So that's another thing, at any point you gotta know like which direction to pull off. Like if something was going wrong, we just pull off to the right.
Right. And now we are getting closer right now, correct? The airplane's getting bigger, we're getting a little closer.
So
here.
I'm just kind of slowly inching my way, and my throttle movements are very slight, less than an inch. I'm just kind of, easing it in.
Trying to match his speed.
Pretty much. So, let me get the airplane relatively trimmed out here. And if you want to put your hand on the stick and take it on the throttle, airplane. So now just very easy movements. You see how we're kind of falling back, so it has just a touch of power. And you want to keep us kind of below him a little bit.
Okay.
So stick down a little bit, get us down. Now that it's smooth, it's a lot easier to, get a feel for it. Try not to have a really tight grip on the stick, just kind of use your finger like that. That'll make it a lot easier, trust me. Very gentle movements. Okay, Kirk, this is 1 Delta Sierra. We are about 8.5 miles out. I'm gonna switch over, push 1 to 2.8. Delta Sierra is up on 22.8. Willits traffic, Skyline 501. Delta Sierra is approximately 8 miles to the southeast of the field, 3,100 descending. We'll plan on a upwind entry for 3-4, flight of 2, Willits. Willits traffic, Skyline 501, Delta Sierra is directly overhead, flight of 2 on the upwind entry, right traffic 3-4. Okay, I'm braking. speed down a bit, just at the wide arc there. Gonna go flaps 10. Gas. Off. Perfect. Flaps 20 set. Alright, everything's set for landing. Both traffic 501 Delta Sierra is right base to final 34 Willits. Use caution from my wingman on the downwind.
Wind estimated to Willits 340 at 5 knots.
Copy. Alright, so we got plenty of speed.
Willits traffic, Roman 240, 10 miles southeast, planning straight into 34, traffic permitting, Willits.
Good morning, 24 Zulu. Willits wind estimated 340 at 7 knots.
There it is.
3407, thanks.
I'm just holding it off. The power's at idle. There we go. On the brakes. Perfect. Willits traffic 501 Delta Sierra is clear of runway 34. Winds were squirmy at the treetops, not too bad below the treetops.
AC off, extra full. Nice. Beacon. Oh, fuel left to right. Cow flaps closed. Oh. Welcome to Willits. How was the flight?
I was a little bit nervous there.
Right. Yeah, so at least it's not possible other than your maintenance in the last 6 hours on your equipment.
Right on the maps. Yeah, I got that in here if I have to. Just so you know. They didn't let us use GPS either.
I know, I haven't watched it.
They gave it a...
I only saw Okay. You know, you should
Yeah, we'll give you directions. So I landed, got down. Drawers were low.
I had a super fun time flying down here with Jacob. These flying events are always really cool, even if they're on a small scale, because if you show up, you're pretty much guaranteed to have a fun time with all the stories and the airplanes and the food. It was just great overall. I'm trying to work on more videos, but I'm running out of free time to do so bear with me. The upload schedule is probably gonna get a bit thin, but I will try my best. In the meantime, stay safe, keep flying, and I'll see you guys in the next one.